What's going on, you guys? Dragon Ball Super episode 61. So fucking good, dude. Oh shit. This episode, man, this was another fucking, like, I don't want to say this was another episode 57 in terms of animation, but this was another episode 57 in terms of just being a fucking awesome episode of Dragon Ball Super. Just flat out awesome. From start to finish, whether it be the explanation on the backstory or the actual fighting. Goku's fucking, that was so clean, dude. This, boom, that backhand, that was so awesome. Loved that shit. Goku's entire rage moment was great. Even if the animation wasn't spectacular, it was so cool seeing Goku just unload on them, especially just Goku Black after what he found out. PS4, shut the fuck up. I'm fucking making a video. And it's not my phone, it's the PS4 apparently. I already muted my phone. Anyways, I'm fanboying out because I loved this fucking episode, so let me try to dial it back a bit. Let's just fucking breathe, because this episode was awesome, but let's get into the technical aspects. Art and animation, really polished, really good. Again, not as good as something like episode 57, but we can now see why the last couple episodes have been more talky and they haven't looked the greatest. I mean, they've looked okay, except for like the last episode had some pretty off-model art, but it's because they were building up to this episode. They were clearly putting their better animators on this episode to make this one look a lot nicer. You have Masahiro Shimanuki as the episode supervisor. At least it looked like him, because the animation itself didn't look 100% like his animation, but the actual, like, art style, there we go, I was almost lost the word for a second. The actual art style looked a lot like Shimanuki, which makes me think he was the supervisor for this episode. Probably not the only supervisor. I know that with Super's schedule, obviously they have to put multiple episode supervisors on an episode. For those of you guys who don't know, usually an anime will have one episode supervisor per episode, but on Super's really, really bad schedule, they have to put 2, sometimes 4 fucking supervisors on one episode, and a whole bunch more key animators to get the episodes to look polished, and this episode definitely looked polished. Again, the animation wasn't always fantastic, and even the art, I guess, wasn't always fantastic, because there is that shot of Super Saiyan Rose hair that looks really, really scrunched and weird, and they hold on it for too long. That was weird. I don't know why they held on that. I think they were trying to make an angle out of it, but they fucked it up. I don't know. But overall, the art was really polished. A couple of spots where the animation wasn't fully polished, a couple of spots where the art wasn't fully polished, but both of which, overall, for the episode, looked really nice. In terms of pacing, it was a quick-paced episode, not in a bad way. It wasn't too fast, it wasn't rushed. They got the explanation out at a really good speed, they got the action done at a really good speed, it never felt boring. Pacing really solid. Sound design, as usual, is fantastic. And then the actual story progression. As I said before, they explain the backstory stuff, and it's great. They explain it. Time travel doesn't make a lot of sense in and of itself, so bearing that in mind, I'm going to say this made sense, because I know time travel in general doesn't. Basically, Zamasu, that fought Goku, used a time ring to go off and take over Goku's body, switch bodies with him, and then he killed Goku and Goku's family and everything, and the rage, I love that moment, man. That's my thumbnail, but okay, bring it back, okay. They're explaining the stuff about how he switched bodies with Goku, teamed up with another Zamasu, killed another Gowasu, which is just, you can make a career out of that. What's that, like 3 times Gowasu's life has been threatened? Actually, 3 times he's been killed. I mean, Whis reversed time, but technically 3 Gowasus have been killed in Dragon Ball Super so far, which is kind of funny and dark. And yeah, and then they explain that they killed all the Kaios in the different dimensions, or not different dimensions, the different universes, which would effectively kill the God of Destructions as well. And they're just fucking everything up. And I think that's how we're supposed to take this. I don't think we're supposed to look into all the nitty-gritties of the time travel, and does this make sense, and blah, blah. I don't think we're supposed to be confused by that. I don't think we're supposed to dwell on that. I think we're supposed to just focus on the fact that there are 2 Zamasus, and that they are fucking everything up. I don't think we're, like I said, I don't think we're supposed to understand the timelines. I think we're supposed to just know they're fucking up the timelines, they've turned it into complete chaos, they destroyed the Super Dragon Balls, they killed all of the Kaios, they're just fucking everything up, timeline-wise, God Realm-wise, Dragon Ball-wise, they're just fucking everything up. And I love that. I love it. It makes them such credible villains. So many people were bitching about, no, none of the villains are threats in Dragon Ball Super, which is bullshit. Frieza is Frieza. He's always been a massive threat, and he was kicking Goku's ass. Beerus is a massive threat. You could say, oh, because we've seen Frieza get beat before, and you could say, oh, because Beerus is silly, but can you really complain now? And I know what people are going to say. They're going to say, oh, it took this long. Well, guess where Dragon Ball was at by episode 61 in the original, Zarbon, Dodoria? This is a young series still, depending on how long they want to run it. So don't say, oh, it took this long. This is such better pacing than the original Dragon Ball Z. It's laughable how much better paced this is. I know I had some complaints about the pacing early on, but as Super progressed, the pacing has just been... I don't even want to say it got faster than it used to be. It's just overall better paced than any Dragon Ball anime, aside from maybe Kai. So, yeah, but that aside, just a little bit of a digression there. Moving on, the story progression, really, really solid, like I said. And then the story progression outside of the story, the backstory stuff, the Goku getting defeated, the Trunks power-up, Vegeta not being a part of the fight anymore, whether it be because he already used up his Super Saiyan Blue, or maybe he just doesn't want to bother, because what's the point? Who knows? But, yeah. There was even fight progression, with Goku getting defeated, Trunks getting the power-up. Now let's talk about the power-up, because we talked about the badass action, the Goku, epic. We talked about Goku being a badass, getting that rage boost, hearing that his family was killed, really pissed him off. That was awesome. It was great. I know people who think Goku's too stupid in Super probably really loved that scene. Maybe they didn't. I have no idea. I loved that scene, and I don't think Goku's too stupid. I don't really care how he acts. He acts like Goku from, I'd say late Dragon Ball, early DBZ, I say DBZ even though the same series, but this is like Namek Saga Goku levels of fucking intelligence, I would say. Because I honestly think he got too smart for Goku, in the Cell and especially the Buu Saga. But who knows? That's just my opinion. I'm not going to get into that. It's a whole other discussion about Goku's intelligence and shit. Don't take anything I just said. Don't quote me on any of it. I did not properly explain any of it. There's no context. Let me make a discussion video about that if I want to, and then you can call me on my opinion on that. But anyways, way too much digressing in this review, but I'm pretty much done talking about the episode. It's fucking awesome. The Trunks power-up is the only thing left, and first thing I want to say is, are the people who were whining and complaining about Trunks' Super Saiyan 2 hair not looking different happy because now it looks different? I don't know. I don't know what this form is. It's the one thing that's holding this episode back from an 11 out of 10, because this episode was going to get an 11 out of 10, without a doubt, but this Trunks thing does rub me the wrong way, only because it needs to be explained. It's one of those things, it's one of those what-the-fuck endings that needs proper explanation. Now, in the episode preview, we do see that Trunks apparently is not going to win. He's still going to be getting his ass kicked, so I like that this isn't a ass-pull bullshit, oh, he's going to beat one of them or anything. I'm glad it's not that. But I still want to know what it is. We've never seen anything like this, really, in canon to the story. He has, this yellow aura that kind of looks like the aura from a Super Saiyan Blue, but it's yellow. And then there's a little bit of blue in there, and his hair's different, and his eyes are blank, so I'm very curious what this is. Is it is this what half-breed Saiyans turn into when they unlock Super Saiyan God, because they're not full-blooded Saiyans? Is he in, the process of unlocking Super Saiyan God? I think it'd be kind of weird if he unlocked Super Saiyan God just because his regular hair color and his fucking Super Saiyan God hair color are so similar. Or not his Super Saiyan God hair color, but just Super Saiyan God hair color in general. They're so similar to each other, that'd be a little weird, but I'm definitely interested to see how they're going to explain this, because it looked cool, the transformation was cool, the lightning effects were badass, the big pillar of aura that came out of him, the blank eyes, the overall design looks cool, but what the fuck is it? Is this half-breed Super Saiyan God? Is this some bullshit false Super Saiyan God shit like on some Lord Slug movie shit? What the fuck did Trunks do? If it's just a rage power-up, I feel like it wouldn't look this distinct, you know what I mean? Rage power-ups usually don't look this distinct, so yeah, I'm just curious what the fuck this is. I hope the explanation makes sense. Either way, Trunks seems like he's still going to lose, so I'm not sweating it too much. It's not going to be the end-all be-all of the fight, so that's good. It's not going to be some fairy tale shit. But still, I do think it needs to be explained, and we'll just have to wait for the next episode and see what happens. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. If this episode hadn't been as good as it was, like the first half of this video would have been me bitching about the leaks because, oh my god, dude. Like the leaks for Dragon Ball Super, like just leaked episode titles, thumbnails that pop up when the episodes are released raw on YouTube and shit. Like for the past few weeks, it's been like, I knew Beerus was gonna destroy fucking Zamasu before I saw it. I knew like all this other shit before it actually happened. Saw Trunks' new fucking form before, and it was like really pissing me off. But then this episode was amazing, and I wanted to talk about the episode. But yeah, man, like I thought Steven Universe leaks were bad. Avoiding Steven Universe leaks, I can manage to do. Dragon Ball Super, I'm like submerged in Dragon Ball Super because I review it every week and I watch Dragon Ball videos and shit. So when that shit pops up in my recommendations, I'm fucked, man. I'm just straight up fucked. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might have to just go ghost from the internet on like Saturday nights and shit. But whatever. Just a little thought I'd mention that the leaks are kind of crazy. I've seen the episode titles that I chose to read on my own, and I regret instantly. But still, that's my fault. But yeah, the leaks are annoying. But anyways, with all that being said, I'm going to give this episode a 10.5 out of 10. It's not an 11 out of 10. The Trunks thing rubs me a little bit the wrong way. It needs a proper explanation. And then I might give this episode the 11 that it deserves. But we'll just have to wait and see. The Trunks thing does rub me the wrong way, and I can't in good conscience give an episode an 11 out of 10 if there is something that bothers me in it. But 10.5 out of 10. What do you guys think of this episode of Dragon Ball Super? You can go ahead and tell me in the comments section below. You can also follow me on Instagram or add me on PSN. I'm petplatypus on both. You can also give this video a thumbs up and share it on social media. Both those would help me out a lot. Subscribe if you haven't already or if you like what you've seen here. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.